we've got a parcel from AE Car, and in that is our window winder. Let's have a look. Instructions. There's the item. So it's a slim cable. There's the motor, there's the cable drive. So that's it. That fits in the existing fittings. Let's have a look. There's the old one. So it's basically the same. That's broken off at some time. Been welded. Anyway, that's for the bin, and we'll put this new one on. So I have fitted these before, and the top, whichever is the top can sometimes be a bit sharp on the window. So we'll be careful of that, but what I'll do now, we'll bang this in the car, fit that, should be quite straightforward. Here's the new motor. Now I would say that position's there. That one's going to go in there, that's going to go in there, and those, I would say, that goes in there, and that goes in there. So we'll take these 10mm nuts off and stick, and they're off ready. So we'll get this inside. Let me see, we'll do it the same, we'll do it the reverse of how we got the old one out. Get my socket on that one. Okay. Right. Tighten them up. So that's quite easy. If I've done it correctly, that's quite simpler than the existing motor, which is fixed there. Just those three, I think. There's another one somewhere. Oh, that one, I've loosened that off. I'm not sure what that's for. And 1, 2 there. There was 2 at the bottom. Another one there. So seems to be quite secure. I'll do that one up. That seems to be quite secure. Let's do the wiring. That's secure at the bottom. We've only got the one, whereas there was 2. So there's clearance on that. It's secure up at the top there. We've got those 2 on. So now let's get the wires. Let's get the wires out and get them connected up. We've got slim tags on the new motor, So they need to connect with these. So there's one, we need one spade clip male and one spade clip female to make a connection. So I'll do cut these and put the connectors on. I'm going to go for blue to blue and grey to yellow. That was labelled blue, so I'll put the blue wire to it. This is the grey, and that's grey to there, so we'll put that on there. So that's not going to fit, so that's the terminal we're going to put on it. So we'll cut that old one off. Put that on there like that. Put that on there like that. Take that and give it a good squeeze. Right, that's on. One more squeeze for luck. Right, that's on. So that goes on that one. I'll take that off. Take my note off. And we'll put that on there. Like that. Right. They're not touching any metal, so what I'm going to do, I'll test those, and before I put these covers on them, I'll just test this window works. Okay. Right, it'll go up, but it won't go down. So I've got the window switch out, and that's what I've found. So that's not connected to there. That's pretty loose actually. It'll go in, but it comes right out again. There's no contact, so I'll squeeze that one up a bit and do that. I don't know why those wires are there, but they are. But I don't think that's connecting properly to there. So I'll squeeze those two up a bit and try again. And I've got that little door open. So if I take this wire here and I push it, the window functions. If I let it go, it stops. So well, we've got action both ways. It's working. No, it's not. So if I put it back, it will stop again one day. So I'm going to have to get in there somehow and clean these contacts. The fault seems to be go up, won't go down. Up, down, up, No, down. Let me get in there. I'll dig in there and I'll see what the problem is. There's something in there going on, so I'll get that off there. I'm going to have a look what's going on in there with these terminals. Right, that's the terminal that's at fault. Now I can't see anything the matter. That's okay down there, unless it's the fault's here in this end. But what we'll do is we'll put the switch into that, make sure the switch, we'll put the switch in there first, right? Let's get that out of there. Right, so that's there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the switch in there, so we'll get that switch right in the terminal, and then shove the connecting terminal back on like that, and then take this and get the other end here, shove that in. Right, let's try that now. Oh, we seem to have some success. No, it's still the same. Up. Up. Down. Down right at the bottom. Up. Down. Up. Oh, look at that, won't go down again. What is it? Is it in this terminal here? You see, the wires are tight. I can't pull the wires out of that hole anymore. That's where they are now. I don't want to take the whole console off. I don't want to have to take this seat out. Let me see what we can do. So if I push it on, it works fine. There. Yeah. Down. Up. Know what that is. You can see how that's opened up there. It won't stay on. Down. It won't go down. Ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to have to get that off, aren't I, and do it properly. Okay, leave it with me. Well, it seems to be working now. I've made sure that terminal is right plugged in. So if that was the fault, unless the fault is in the switch, but it seems, let's have a look down there. It seems to be working okay. So that's in place, everything's in place. I've got the wires in place there. I'm going to put the covers on them, and that's it. So what we need to do now is get the window support sorted out. Excellent. That seems to be fine. It was catching a little bit. There's there's this guide ends here and changes into this bit here behind the mirror, and there's just a little gap there. It was catching in there. I've put a little bit of WD in. It seems to have smoothed it out. It was just catching here as it went up, but that seems to be just about fine. I can't complain at that. It goes up and goes down. The switch is okay. Right, I've taped the plastic on. There's a hole for the handle and there's a hole for some mountings. And this little screw for the top that I was worried about, I was worried about it not being long enough. It has a little plastic cup for it to fit into, so I think that might be all right. In the past, or the ones I've done in the past, they haven't had this. They've just been screwed right into the metal. So that's better, so that screw should be okay. Right, let's get the panel on. Right, that's on. But the first thing you must do before you put the panel on is hook it over there, over the door lock. So before you put the panel on, it's easy to locate. Once you've hooked that over the top of the door lock, and then you can get the panel on easily. Right, we'll screw the handle back on. First of all, the most important thing is to put that collar on. If you forget that, as I occasionally do, you've got to take all the handle off again and put it on. So put that on, and we'll put the handle on. It's only a little screw, and the handle can only go on one way, but that's on. No, that's gripped fine. That's smashing into that screw. It was right. So we'll put the caps on. They're done. They're done. All that's left to do now is this. There's our screw. It's got to go in there. So what I do is I put a bit of tape around the screw and screw it to this, hold it to the screwdriver, and then it won't fall. If it falls down inside, you've got to take all the door card off. So we'll move the lock mechanism out of the way. We shove that in there. Tighten it up. And then we can take the tape off the screw. And the screws in there good and tight. So all we need to do now is put the lock in. So that one's in there. Be careful with the screw length, because if the screw's too long, it'll catch on the screw behind it, and then that won't move the lock. So I think we're all right with that one. I mean, whether the central locking works or any of that, this is a completely different matter, but we've got that on. So let's see, that goes up and down okay. Right, we're on. We'll put the caps on the screws, and we're done here.